populating here. Let me go ahead and sing. Coming together in love we rise. Building community online. Sharing our hearts feels mighty fine. Making each day better,
Come
one song at a
together,
time.
my
Coming
mind,
together in love
making
we
each day
rise.
better.
Building community online. Sharing our hearts feels mighty fine. Making each day better, each day better, each day better. One song at a time. A daily antidote of song. Okay, my little homage to Little Richard there. Did I hear somebody singing along with me? I like that. Oh my goodness. Hey everybody, great day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever we happen to be in the world today. Happy journey to us all. It's Tuesday, y'all, and I'm back. I'm Arne. I'm here, your host for this edition of Daily Antidote of Song that every single day is brought to you by the good singing folks. The good singing folks over at Carpe Diem Arts. Give them a hand for all those beautiful voices. I can't wait to hear the Carpe Diem Arts vocal choir. I'm going to come there. We going to do some songs. That's what's up. They smell good and they sing good. Okay, it is Tuesday, September 13th, 2022, day 13 of New Friends Month. That means there are new song leaders all month long. And I think it's day 891, but somebody's going to let me know. Let me open up and see who is here. Let's get this party started by saying greetings to our Facebook Live family. Y'all know the drill. To the left, up top, to the right, on the bottom, to the right, up top, to the left, on the bottom. And then just go ahead and wave at everybody in the room. Wave to each other. Satara, if you're out there, I love you, girl. Okay. I always like starting the hellos to Jojo Rossi, creator of this incredible series, who is here today. My goodness. Let's see, we got Busy Graham, there's Diane, there's Katie, there's Anna, there's Jaden, there's Aaron, but our Zoom guru for the day is the magically delicious Jojo Rossi. Here she is. And she does smell good. I'm putting you on the spot there. All right, let's get started with our shroomers. There's a rooming in the Zoom Zoom Boom room after this afternoon. Let's see, we've got Kathy in Virginia. Hi, Kathy. There's Peter with the headphones on. Kevin in DC. And Kevin, I tell you, that flute looks like it's golden from my vantage point. You got the golden flute, so just receive it. We've got Kat Luis Cox here. Hello to you. Jamie in Victoria. There's Dan in Vienna. Good to see you again. Sheila in Florida. Hello, hello. Annette. Love the glasses. Glad to see you. Deborah in Kentucky. Oh, there's going to be some dancing today. Deborah's here. Yes, Christiana and Bob in Maryland. Thank you. Day 891. Great to see you both. Carolyn, singing in the rain. In day 891. You still need your Beyonce fan. I already told you. Beyonce fan must be on. Thank you. Michelle and Steve in Silver Spring. Glad to see you. Oh, there's my girl Susan G wearing my orange. Thank you. Love you. Put the word of the day in the chat, please. Thank you. Kate in Charlottesville, thank you for the love. Luda in Victoria, BC. Love the love. Thank you so much. And there's my girl Bonnie in Boise. What you drinking, Bonnie? Okay, grown folk business. Ain't my business. All right. Ann in Maryland is here. Curly tops. One curly top. Two curly tops. All right. We'll come back to you all. Great to have you here. Fred in Silver Spring. Good to see you, sir. Hi, Susan in Seattle. Baba James Harkless. I'm always honored at your presence. Thank you so much for being here, sir. Nancy with the Moo Cow is here. Deli is here. Ruth, Pinkies Up in Birmingham, UK. Caroline in DC is here. My reading friend. Storm is here. Hello, Storm. Great to see you as always. Linda in Concord, Massachusetts. Mabel and Bears. All Right. From Massachusetts, also glad to have you here. Peter Amadon is here. Aloysius is somewhere around the world. Brahman from Victoria, BC. Hindi has just come on. Greetings to you, Hindi. Carol J from Connecticut. Jane in Maryland. Jenny in Suffolk, UK. Ralph in Victoria. Amos is here. Hello. Loriana and friends. Bob in Albany, New York. Anna somewhere in the woods. Is that my Anna? Put it in the chat. And somebody please remind me to save the chat today. I always say I'm going to do it, but I never do. All right, everybody, welcome. Welcome. Glad you're here. If you're new to the Daily Antidote Room today, please feel free to identify yourself in the chat with your first name, your city, your country, wherever you're tuning in from, and especially how you found Daily Antidote Song. Okay, it's been confirmed. It's day 891. Give a hand. Today happens to be National Peanut Day. Did y'all know that? The groundnut, the gooba nut, the pindar, the botanical name. But when I think of that, I think of the father of the peanut, the man whose research and experimentation revolutionized the entire economy of the American South, as he was responsible for the rise in peanut production to replace cotton in the post slavery American agricultural industry. I'm, of course, speaking of Dr. George Washington Carver. Y'all know about him? If you don't, Gugu is your friend. He is an incredible Black American academic, a scientist, a botanist, an inventor. He overcame incredible adversity to develop his genius in agricultural research and experimentation. He's a pioneer in holistic and organic farming and environmental conservation. Dr. Carver talked to the flowers. He talked to the soil, he talked to the sun, and they spoke back and gave him all of their secrets. And I think it was 105 recipes for peanuts that he had developed. I learned this in school the 1920s. So say a word of thanksgiving to Dr. George Washington Carver when you're enjoying those peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that I cannot stand. But if I know y'all like them, I'm not going, I'm not judging. But give a big up to Dr. George Washington Carver for that. Okay, it's New Friends Month, and I am declaring today's guest song leader my new friend simply because of her connection to one of my favorite Scrabble words, terpsichore. It's a lot of points with that word. I love it. And I use it whenever I can. People be like, that's not a real word. Yes, it is. Um, our new friend today is a multidisciplinary artist in the worlds of singing and dance. She began dancing at age 4. Her singing background includes work with an a cappella ensemble in college. We'll talk about that. She founded her own harmony singing group while she was at Oberlin. She now combines her two loves and has for more than 10 years served as a caller for contra dances. This is new to me, so I'm ready to get into it. The groups range from first-time dancers at Wildland Fire conferences to several hundred dancers at the Northwest Folklife Festival in Seattle, Washington. She's a member of the Terpsichore's Holiday Organizing Committee, and she also serves on the Pine Woods Camp Board of Directors, specifically representing Vermont with the Country Dance and Song Society. She is coming to us from the People's Republic of Burlington in Vermont. Everybody, let's give a first time rousing welcome, putting your hands up and together for our new friend, Sonya Kaufman. Sonya, come in the room.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
Welcome, welcome to Daily Antidote Song. How are you today?
I'm doing well. My mom was just visiting, and I sent her off on the train back to DC this morning.
Yes.
And it's just nice to see friends from all across the country. I see friends from Seattle in the room right now.
Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, let's get into the singing. What song have you chosen to share with us today?
This is a song that I really love. I learned it from my friend Arthur Davis, but it's written by Jim Boys of Coop Boys and Simpson. It's called the Goodnight song. And Joe said, pick a song about friendship. And this is a really lovely song about friendship. We've sung it at the end of a sort of a week of singing and dancing, or even just the end of a night of dancing, and it just really brings everyone together. So maybe you know it, maybe you don't, but you're definitely going to learn the chorus with
Okay,
me.
so teach us our parts, and you
All
can line
right.
them up.
Okay. So I'll sing the whole chorus and then I'll sing it line by line so you can learn it. Goes. So good night, my friends, as the dawn comes pale, and the eastern wind brings the threat of gales. Keep a hold on hope through the darkest vale, and we'll meet further on down the road. So that's the whole chorus. I'll go back to the first line. I'll do it once, then you do it with me. So good night, my friends, as the dawn comes pale. So good night, my friends, as the dawn comes pale, and the eastern wind brings the threat of gales. And the eastern wind brings the threat of gales. Keep a hold on hope through the darkest vale. Keep a hold on hope through the darkest vale, and we'll meet further on down the road. And we'll meet... Oh, there's another way to sing it at the very end. Do 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 da, and we'll meet further on down the road. All right. Should I jump right in and sing the verses, or?
So let's just go through the chorus one more time.
Oh yeah.
Because I think
Okay.
are there lyrics? Are there lyrics?
Um,
It would be helpful. But yeah, just there'll be lyrics. Just go ahead and just sing it down once,
okay.
and we've got you.
All right. So all together. So good night, my friends, as the dawn comes pale, and the eastern wind brings the threat of gale. Keep a hold on hope through the darkest vale, and we'll meet further on down the road. How's that feeling? It is a lot of words, but it's so worth learning this song. Okay. Well, I'll sing the verses and then the chorus comes in between each verse. I have traveled far from this island strand, from the icy waste to the burning sand, plowed the raging sea, seen the verdant land, been at home in a place far away. So good night, my friends, as the dawn comes pale, and the eastern wind brings the threat of gales. Keep a hold on hope through the darkest vale, and we'll meet further on down the road. Many differences, but much the same, though the ways are strange and have different names. But a friendly face breaks 1,000 chains, and a smile breaks the lock on the door. So good night, my friends, as the dawn comes pale, and the eastern wind brings the threat of gale. Keep a hold on hope through the darkest vale, and we'll meet further on down the road. We have joined in song, laughed a night away, swapped our tales of woe, kept the clouds at bay. In the morning clear we'll be on our way, but we'll meet further on down the road. So good night, my friends, as the dawn comes pale, and the eastern wind brings the threat of gale. Keep a hold on hope through the darkest vale, and we'll meet further on down the road. So let's drink a health to good times gone by, when our spirits soared and we touched the sky. And we'll bid farewell, but not goodbye, and we'll meet further on down the road. So good night, my friends, as the dawn comes pale, and the eastern wind brings the threat of gale. Keep a hold on hope through the darkest vale, and we'll meet further on down the road. So good night, my friends, as the dawn comes pale, and the eastern wind brings the threat of gale. Keep a hold on hope through the darkest vale, and we'll meet further on down the road. Yes, we'll meet further on down the road.
Yeah. Oh, Sonya.
Thanks.
Wow. Brilliant. Great choice of song. Thank you so much for bringing that song to us. Tell us again who the composer is
Jim Boyes, Boyes.
and who taught
Yeah.
you the song.
Arthur Davis. He's a great friend of mine. I know him from growing up dancing, and also we went to school together at Oberlin.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, so I always have his voice in my head when I'm singing, which is
Oh, I love
cute.
it. I love it.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your singing and dancing coming up. You're part of a very interesting community that blends them rather seamlessly. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So I grew up when I was 4 years old. We went to Family Week at Buffalo Gap in West Virginia. And it's just this amazing place in the hills of West Virginia. There's a pond, there's a freezing cold stream with mint growing, and a big, huge, like outdoor pavilion.
Wow.
Peter Amidon, I think, was probably there teaching me as a tiny kid. So yeah, so it's run camp run by the Country Dance and Song Society, and they run camps all across the country. But um, kids go to different classes and learn songs and dances, and everyone comes together for family gatherings, and we share our talents and teach each other songs. So I've been learning songs by ear, I think, my whole life.
That's
Um,
incredible. That's
yeah.
incredible. And that happens once a year it's called the Gap.
Yeah, Buffalo Gap. So camps sadly don't happen there anymore. It got sold to someone else. I think we're trying to bring music and dance back, but now it's that camp happens at another place in Maryland.
All
It's
right.
called Cascade of Music and Dance. That's
All
the
right.
camp now.
But you continue the singing. Tell us about the a cappella ensemble that you joined in college. What was the name of the group?
It's called the Acapelicans.
Oh, I have to ask, did you have pelican costumes?
No.
Did you agree? Because I have seen those Pitch Perfect movies. Was that you guys? Did it personify? Tell the truth. We're not
No,
going to judge.
no. We just wore little, summer dresses. It was an all women's a cappella group. No costumes. It was pretty laid back. um,
Kids. And what was the repertoire?
it was mostly folk music of different kinds, like Bright Morning Stars. I don't know if you know that. We sang that song. Um, we sang Can't Hurry Love. Like, we kind of this whole different variety of things.
As
But
in the Supremes can't hurry.
oh, yeah.
No, you just got to. Okay, we all right.
That was one of the most fun ones.
Oh, wow.
An Ingrid Michaelson song, The Chain. Yeah.
Okay. That sounds great. And then you went a step forward, a step more, and founded your own harmony singing group while you were at Oberlin. What was the name of that group?
That was called Untempered Harmony. And so a lot of my friends had sung with Village Harmony growing up. I never got to do that. I didn't even know about it. I wish I had as a teenager. And actually, Peter's son Stefan Amadon had founded a group called Untempered Harmony at Oberlin, and they would sing Shape Note together. But this was like 10 years before I was there. And some friends of mine were saying, we just want to sing more of that tight harmony singing together. And there's a lot there. It was four of us who founded it together. So
Okay.
we had some other great song leaders, and yeah, we were like, let's do that untempered harmony. Let's bring it back, make it happen again.
Wow. Wow. How long did you do that?
That was just my senior year. I think that group only was resurrected for that single year.
Wow, wow. And then somehow your world got intertwined with contra dance calling. What is contra dance?
Contra dancing is a type of social folk dancing. It's a partner dance. Um, I think it's easier for people to imagine square dancing, and it's like pretty much all the same moves, but you're with a partner in a long line of partners, and you interact with a group of four, and then you move through, and so you could dance with hundreds of people in one night.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, and where do you go to do that?
It's everywhere. It's like a pretty much every major city around the country. You could find a contra dance, which is part. I've moved around a lot, and so it's been this wonderful thread to tie me to new places.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so I understand it includes square dancing, waltz, swing, blues. What is rapper sword?
So that's another kind of a group dance. So imagine a flat piece of metal with wooden handles on either side, and it's like a thin piece of metal so you could bend it. And it's usually a group of five people, and everyone is holding the handles of everyone else's swords, and you're tapping your feet and moving around, and you move the swords into like crazy formations and maybe jump over the swords.
Hold on. Does this have anything to do with Dungeons and Dragons? I mean, is it
It could. I don't see it could.
Oh, wow. Wow, wow. That just sounds so incredible. And so you combine it. So when you do your calling for the contra dances, what does that mean? Are you calling out the moves that people make?
Yeah, so I
Give
will.
us an example.
All right, so I would say, take hands four from the top and, circle left three places around. And then now on the side of the set with your partner, balance and swing and right and left through across the set. So things like that. And before every dance, I teach the whole dance. And that's when I kind of gauge the room and I see if there are people who've never done a certain move, I'll really break it down or even like demonstrate it myself. But yeah, then I say the moves and then about 10, 15 seconds later, they're actually doing it with the music.
So you're the boss. You're
Hmm.
in charge.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I
I do
love
like
it.
that.
She's bossy with hers. I like that. So, tell us about the Terpsichore Holiday Organizing Committee. Where does that happen? What do you have to do?
Yeah, so that's it's another week of families coming together to sing and dance, and it's around.
And where is it? Where is
It's
it?
in Maryland,
Okay.
in near Frederick, Maryland, so just under an hour from DC. And it's just a fabulous group of people. I grew up going there also, and then I left, went out west, was fighting fires, and I couldn't go to any dance camp in the summer, so I could go to this one in the winter time. And it's super fun. They roped me into being on the organizing committee pretty quickly,
Of
and
course.
yeah, we were there from December 27th through January 1st. And there's this whole set of traditions around New Year's. And, as the clock strikes midnight, we're singing in a big circle of people and we all hug each other. And it's a really sweet time.
That sounds amazing, amazing. Okay, you brought it up. I've got to go back, circle back. Your professional background in wildland firefighting and prescribed fire.
Hmm.
Sonya, what? What? Please share. Please share.
Yeah, it wasn't ever my plan. I grew up right outside of DC. I knew nothing about wildland fire. But yeah, I moved out to Washington State after college and got was working for a conservation corps, and we worked with a disaster response to a mudslide, and that's when I learned about the world of emergency response and thought
Mhm,
I need to do more of this. So I
mhm.
worked as a wildland firefighter for 5 years in Washington, and
Thank
yeah, it's
you.
thanks.
So I'm real curious. What is the training like?
It's hard.
Because it's fires, it's mudslides. What other things are you?
Yeah, mostly once I started going on fire crews, it's mostly fires. So most of our training is physical training, going on runs and hikes and doing push-ups and pull-ups. And I was the only woman for about 3 or 4 years on my crews. So that was
You
many
are a boss.
challenges.
You are a boss. You can't help yourself. I love it.
Thank you. Um, but yeah, and we do a lot of safety training, a lot of thinking through situations, because it's a very dangerous place to be working.
Hmm.
A lot of medical trainings and
Okay. All
things
right.
like that.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're currently a graduate student in the Field Naturalist program at the University of Vermont.
Hmm.
And what's that like for you?
It's been crazy to go back to school.
I know, because it's like, are we out of COVID? Are we still in it? It's like that halfway in, halfway out.
Yeah,
Um,
most
what?
of our classes are outside, so that really helps. And um, yeah, I was trying to bridge. I'd had all this field experience with fire and prescribed fire, and then my background at Oberlin was biology, and I was like, okay, how can I bring these things together and maybe not dig in the dirt my whole life? But I do really like digging in the dirt.
Do what you love. Do what you love.
So it's been fun. It's a small program. I'm only with 5 people total, and they really teach us to look at the landscape and try and understand, like, why is it the way it is?
Mm.
Geology, human history, the soils, the plants. Just like it's been really interesting. I've been learning a lot.
I'm curious, did you have you have any prior knowledge about Dr. George Washington Carver? I talked about him earlier.
I didn't really. No, I need to learn more.
Goo goo. Goo goo.
I will.
Goo goo. He understood that the soil had been overplanted with cotton and it was depleting. And so he, again, talking with the plants, figured out the best way to bring the South back agriculturally. So that's the name I'm putting
That's
on.
amazing.
So
Yeah.
I need to know, you're out there digging in the dirt. Are you singing?
While
You got
I'm working.
you got songs for digging in the dirt. You,
I wish I could say yes.
oh, come on, we got to come up with a repertoire for you so everybody can be digging in the dirt and singing
You're
together.
you're totally right. My good friend Alex Sturbaum also worked for the Conservation Corps in Washington, and they wrote some songs about they are a prolific songwriter, so they wrote work songs. I need to get them to write some fire songs.
Get some fire songs. Get some fire
Yeah,
songs.
yeah.
Well, I understand this is your first time doing a Zoom singing session. We are so grateful for you. Everybody, she stepped up. Sonya stepped up. She said yes, and we're happy to welcome you into the Daily Antidote of Song family. We want you to come back. Will you please sing the whole song again for us? It's such a lovely song about friendship. Let's do it again. And we know our parts now.
All right, I would love to. I heard some of your harmonies. That was great. All right, start with the chorus so everyone can start with me. Mm. So good night, my friends, as the dawn comes pale, and the eastern winds bring the threat of gale. Keep a hold on hope through the darkest vale, and we'll meet further on down the road. I have traveled far from this island strand, from the icy waste to the burning sand, plowed the raging sea, seen the verdant land, been at home in a place far away. So good night, my friends, as the dawn comes pale, and the eastern winds bring the threat of gales. Keep a hold on hope through the darkest vale, and we'll meet further on down the road. Many differences, but much the same, though the ways are strange and have different names. But a friendly face breaks 1,000 chains, and a smile breaks the lock on the door. So good night, my friends, as the dawn comes pale, and the eastern wind brings the threat of gales. Keep a hold on hope through the darkest vale, and we'll meet further on down the road. We have joined in song, laughed a night away, Swapped our tales of woe, kept the clouds at bay. In the morning clear, we'll be on our way, but we'll meet further on down the road. So good night, my friends, as the dawn comes pale, and the eastern wind brings the threat of gales. Keep a hold on hope through the darkest vale, and we'll meet further on down the road. So let's drink a health to good times gone by, when our spirits soared and we touched the sky. And we'll bid farewell, but not goodbye, and we'll meet further on down the road. So good night, my friends, as the dawn comes pale, and the eastern wind brings the threat of gales. Keep a hold on hope through the darkest vale, and we'll meet further on down the road. Yes, we'll meet further on down the road.
Oh, that sounds like a good song to put your hands and feet in the dirt too.
You're right.
You might want to add that to the repertoire.
That's a good
Everybody.
idea.
Wow. Sonya Kaufman, everybody. Give her a hand. Give her two hands.
Thank
Two
you.
hands. Two hands. And you, Miles, you can put your feet up. Okay. Sonya, thank you so much. Wow. Your time, your talents, your heart, your bossness, girl, your creativity. Thank you so much. Please say you will come back again.
I will come back again.
All
Absolutely.
right, everybody.
Really
We
fun.
got her on camera saying she'll come back. We've got you now. Let her know. Thank you so much. What a lovely, lovely song, and what a lovely way to start my singing day. Okay, everybody, let's breathe that in. That's called Thanksgiving. I like that. All right, focus. Let me see. Are there any announcements? Jojo Rossi. Is she in the room?
Oh,
Jojo.
she's here in the room. Yeah, no announcements other than that I want to shout out Peter Amadon for being here in the room with us. I always love to have Peter with us.
Oh, and your name. So your ears must have been ringing, Peter, because Sonia, tell us what you said about him.
Well, me? You asking me? I've known Peter, I think, almost my whole life, so it just makes me really happy to see your face right now.
I've had the pleasure of working with Sonia when she was a child and then singing with her when she was a former child. And it's always been one of my favorite people in the world. Great to hear you, Sonia.
Oh, thanks.
Wow. This is fantastic. Peter, great to see you. Thank you for being here. Sonia, you got fan club, girl. And I'm in the fan club. I'm a part of it.
I'm
So,
in your fan club too.
all right, let me wrap this up, people, before I get in trouble. Maggie Wheeler and I are coming to the East Coast. The days are coming closer. It's coming closer. Songs of Sustenance will be featuring chants, spiritual songs of joy and healing. That's Friday, September 23rd through Sunday, September 25th at the Art of Living Retreat Center in Boone, North Kakalaki. That's how we say it. North Kakalaki, North Carolina. All right. No announcements. All right. So let's just go out on that song of friendship. New friends in the room. Let's give another hand for Sonya Kaufman. Appreciate you so much. And then let's say goodbye to our Facebook Live family. See you all next time.